I'm talking to you today. You being the person who's got something going on where you've gone and found what the experts or the gurus say to do about that. So it could be something in relationships, it could be something in your work, it could be something with your family. So you've got something going on and you've gone and you've looked up what the experts say on Google, or you've gone into groups, or you've downloaded somebody's free information product. You've got the advice from the people who supposedly know what they're talking about. And their advice is, well, you should do this, or you should stop doing that. And when you contemplate that advice, it just seems completely ridiculous, maybe even impossible. Just wait for them to text you back. I mean, it sounds simple, right? But if you've actually got an issue going on in your relationship where it's really bothering you, like there's something that you need to discuss with this person and they're just not replying to texts for hours or days, just wait is not good advice. If you're in your business, you've got a staff member who's abrasive and difficult to deal with, and the advice is, just sit them down and set some clear KPIs. If you've got somebody who's actually not respecting you, who's maybe being late, not showing up for meetings, not doing what they're told, it's not as simple as just setting them some KPIs. If you're in a role where you have to actually talk to people and persuade them, maybe you're doing sales calls, maybe you're self-employed, you're trying to get new clients, and the advice is, well, just understand what the client's problems are and express what you do in the terms that they use for their own problems. Again, that can just be very murky and vague and impossible to actually implement. So I'm here to tell you why that's happening to you and what you can do about it. So there's a lot of background which I'm not going to go into here because this is a very short live, but basically life is not that simple. The general advice that's given out to people, those who have the ability to follow that advice will take that advice and get great results, and they'll be the ones that the experts highlight in their testimonial reels. This client did that, this client did that. What they won't talk about is the half or more of the population who are in a different state when they come to engage with these issues, who have a different physiology, who have a different life background that puts them in a different starting position. Now, if that's you, if you're in a different starting position, if you, for example, had less than perfect parents, and as a child you sometimes felt like you were all alone in the world, then just reaching out for help or just waiting for someone to answer a text, there's no just about it, because the emotions that develop when you have those early childhood experiences are super intense. You can't just ignore them. There is more to life than the simple script that you can follow if everything went perfectly in your childhood. So if you want to really get to the bottom of what's going on for you, you will need to consult somebody who understands how these things work. An expert who tells you what to do will not usually be able to help the people who are not in the average starting position. So if there's something that's persisted for a while, if you've looked up all of the standard advice and it seems impossible, or you've tried it and it didn't work, then have a chat to us, look into the Emotional Mastery Program, look into ways that you can actually change your starting position so that you can end up being one of the people who can carry out the just do this advice. Or you can develop a toolkit especially for you that will allow you to get the result you want from the starting position you're actually in.